One of the things good readers do is find the main idea of a text. Now, as we go through this slide, I'm going to be using the example of the story of the tortoise and the hare. If you are not familiar with that story, the story goes that there was a tortoise and a rabbit, or a hare, who got into a race. The hare is a very braggy kind of person, was like, I know I can beat you in a race. I can beat anyone in a race. And so the tortoise and the hare started off on this race, and the hare, just like you said, went off really fast and was way ahead, and so he decided to stop and take a nap. And the tortoise just kept going the whole time. And then when the rabbit woke up, he realized that the tortoise was almost at the end of the race. And so he hurried to the finish line, but the tortoise still won. So if we're looking for the main idea of this, what we're really looking for is, what is the text mostly about? What is our big idea? What is the big concept that we're dealing with in this story? This is not a theme. It's different from a theme. A theme is the message of the story. We'll look at that in a little bit. But with this, we're looking for, what is the big idea? What is the story mostly about? Now we want to look for, how do I find the main idea? The first thing I would do is I would jot down a few of the most important words from the text and then use those words to determine who or what is the central idea of the text. So with our story of the tortoise and the hare, I would probably jot down tortoise, hare, race, tortoise wins. Those are the big things that we're dealing with here. So now that I have that list, I'm going to look at, what is the most important thing about the person, place, or thing or idea that we identified in step 1. So I'm going to look at this, and I'm going to say tortoise wins the race, and then the race is between the hare and the tortoise. Those are probably the biggest ideas and the most important parts of what the story is about. Okay. Then I'm going to write a sentence that has all of the answers from part 1 and part 2. So my sentences might look like this. In the story of the tortoise and the hare have a race, and the tortoise wins. That would be a perfect summary or a short version of how I would find the main idea of that story.